Let it escape.
It's a ghost.
It is.
My ghost snakes have turned into real ghosts.
Ghosts have turned into ghost snakes.
Look outside.
Yeah.
It's dark.
It's getting darker.
It's gonna get wet.
Yep, it's gonna get real wet and windy. You know what that means?
What?
Hurricane party.
What?
Yeah.
So everything's filled up with gas. We got extra gas. Generators are running fine. Everybody ate earlier this week. Everybody just got fresh water. Tubs are clean. So guess we're gonna ride this thing out.
Ride it out, and the only thing to do is film video. So, in honor of a hurricane party, what kind of snake do you want to talk about?
Well, since there's a hurricane coming and we're having a hurricane party, I guess that only leaves one kind of snake to talk about.
Hurricanes.
Hurricanes. So one little quick clip here on what the difference in what genes can make that big of a difference. This is a simple pairing, or a simple combo rather. This is het red axanthic lesser. So beautiful snake, nothing super crazy, but what I want to show is what one gene can make that big of a difference. This is the exact same snake, just add yellow belly. So much crazy with one simple gene that people overlook a lot of time, yellow belly, can make that animal change that much. Alright, so what we have here is a vanilla hurricane. And I've noticed that there's a lot of variance in the hurricane gene, and sometimes you really see the gene expressed really heavily and other times you don't. This particular animal is definitely hurricane, we can see that, but it doesn't have the typical swirls that a lot of us are used to seeing in the hurricane stuff, especially some of the stuff that Hans posts. So what we really look for is a lighter colored animal as well as a busier pattern. So that's what we got here. Unfortunately, I've already sold the brother to this one, which was a vanilla hurricane yellow belly. We could really see the hurricane in that snake better than this one. So there is some variance. So let's let her hang out there for a second. So this girl, actually, we picked up from Justin, I guess 2 weeks ago when we were up there. And this come from his, I think, Inchy hurricane female, and I think he bred it to, maybe it was an Inchy vanilla hurricane female that he bred to OD yellow belly Gene X Pied, I believe was the exact pairing. But anyway, what we're looking at here is Orange Dream, Inchy, vanilla, het pied, and this is possible hurricane. So unfortunately, I think there was only one of the babies out of that clutch that actually appeared to be hurricane, and the rest of them were kind of mild at that. So not really sure if the other genes are kind of covering the hurricane up or what. I really don't understand. I don't know, but he may have just gotten bad odds and only actually made one hurricane. We don't know. So it seems to me that the vanilla may be hiding some of the hurricane and may not be hiding the hurricane. Not really sure. So let me get out another vanilla hurricane. This one's actually the super vanilla.
So can we start referencing hurricanes by badassery in categories, like category 1 through,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that.
So a standard one's going to be a Cat 1.
A Cat 1.
Yeah, and then, you know...
We'll go Cat 2 on this one.
Cat 2 on this one because it has multiple genes.
So...
Oh, that's gorgeous. You're a pretty little snake.
Yep. So this is the Super Vanilla Lesser Hurricane. And again, you can't really see, per se, those swirls in the hurricane stuff. But what you can see is a crazy busy pattern. Much lighter than the animal is supposed to look. You see a lot of this on the dorsal, just kind of weird pattern. There's a little hook right here on the dorsal. You see that in the hurricane stuff a lot too. So the vanilla seems to vary more than any of the rest of the genes that I've seen. And this could be completely what's the word I'm looking for? Completely variance in the genes that I'm using, the male that I'm using, or it could be actually linked to something with vanilla and hurricane. Sometimes you can see them more than others. So I've sold a lot of hurricanes this year, and I do get asked quite frequently about, well, it doesn't necessarily look like a hurricane like what I'm used to, and honestly, some of them just aren't that typical swirl pattern that you're used to, but they are hurricanes. And just because they don't really show the hurricane pattern, the male that I used did not really show a whole lot of hurricane pattern to it. But wait till you see some of these other examples that I've made, and they're really gonna blow your mind. Alright, so what we have here is lesser hurricanes, and you look at those and you're like, oh wow, you know, obviously these are hurricanes. So we can definitely see the crazy dorsal pattern, the hooks in the dorsal pattern. We can see some swirls in the alien heads. We can see a lot of the hearts in the alien heads. So these are really cool looking, really good examples of the lesser hurricanes. So bringing back what we were just talking about with the vanilla, look what happens with the vanilla lesser hurricane. So the vanilla doesn't really change the pattern a whole lot, but you can definitely see the vanilla head. And look at how much crazier blushing is on the dorsal, all that done by the vanilla.
I'm loving the fade right here. Can you zoom on that?
So to me, lesser seems to be a very important gene to mix the hurricane. We have to get it to show up really good. So let's pull that vanilla hurricane female back out that we were looking at earlier. Look at the difference in what the vanilla hurricane versus the vanilla hurricane lesser is. That's a huge difference between the two.
To be the same thing, but just with one
extra gene.
Yeah, gene to it.
So again, I'm seeing a lot of variance in the vanilla with the hurricane stuff. Could be just what I'm making. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to compare to. Hans has helped me ID a lot of these animals, and helps me you know, with pretty much everything to do with the hurricane gene, obviously, because he pretty much originated it. So
how long has the hurricane thing been around?
You know, I'm not really sure. I know Hans has been working on it
for some time.
I would have guessed probably 7, maybe 8 years now.
Oh wow.
Maybe even longer. I'm not really sure. So if anybody really knows, comment below and let me know. If not, I'll ask him later today. Alright, so left one of these out on the table because I want to show this thing off. Obviously, lesser hurricane. So I was fortunate enough to make the same animal that added GHI to, and this is her here.
So this is a lesser GHI hurricane.
Yep. I don't even know if I really want to even show her on camera. I just want to kind of be a surprise. Maybe we'll just talk about it without uncovering her.
Just show us butt.
Just his butt. Hold on. Here, we'll show that.
That's all you can see.
That's all we're going to show off in this video. We'll do that later on. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the lesser GHI hurricane. What more can you say? I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous.
This would be a Category 4.
This is probably Category 4, just touching the Category 5.
Yeah, just for awesomeness.
Yep. So, in this particular animal here, you can start seeing some of these swirls that are typical with the hurricane gene. Again, the broken pattern down the back. A lot of these heart-shaped alien heads. So you look at this thing and it's like, wow, I know that's hurricane. So great example here. Again, you know, sometimes it varies slightly, but you can usually always pick it out. Alright, so everybody always asks, well, how do the hurricanes age? So let me show you one that's already a year old now.
You talking about Irma?
What?
Irma.
Huh?
Yeah, they're all hurricanes. They gotta have names.
Oh Lord.
Yep, Irma.
So apparently this one's going to be dubbed Irma. So what this is the Inchy hurricane. And this one's also hit for something, but I don't want to reveal that on tape. But so we have the typical broken dorsal panel, broken dorsal pattern on the back. You can see some of the J's. You can see some of the hooks in the alien heads and some hearts in there too. So this is typical of what we normally see in hurricane. This is a really great example of one.
I'm liking the patterns within the patterns.
Yep.
Inside of that. I mean, this is just gorgeous.
Yep. Beautiful snake. So, and I guess this would be Category 4, maybe Category 5.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's all we're going to show off for the time being. So stay tuned on the Hurricane Project. There's definitely more to be seen, more that's going to be produced here. We do have one more clutch cooking in the incubator for this year, but I think it's a cool project. I love anything that changes pattern up. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope it helped explain a little bit more about the hurricane gene and what visually represents and what makes it up. So. Hey Craig.
Yeah.
You plan on staying here, or are you gonna evacuate?
I'll stay.
I'ma stay.
Namaste.
You speaking Japanese, man?
Yeah.
Namaste. Is that your southern word for the day?
Southern word of the day. Namaste.
Thanks for watching our daddy's channel. Make sure you subscribe.